Hello everybody, what's going on? This is Andrew, and today I am trying out Siege Rhino in a more fair mid-range shell. In my last video I mentioned I had another Rhino build ready. This is what I was talking about. We've got Thoughtseize, Fatal Push, Scavenging Ooze, Assassin's Trophy, and our favorite trackers, Tireless and Briar Bridge. This is just a grindy mid-range deck. Try to deal with your opponent's threats as efficiently as you can. Then you play big beaters that also draw you cards to win the game. Sideboard, or in our lands, we've got Castle Locthwain and a Hive of the Eye Tyrant. Those should help us grind out longer games, along with a 3 Endotha Triomes. Getting value from your lands is really important in decks like this. And then the sideboard, we've got extra dresses, extra removal, more Scavenging Oozes. We've got Kalitas, another new add to Explorer here. But yeah, this is a pretty straightforward build of a mid-range deck. I just want to see if you can build it with Siege Rhino, if Siege Rhino is a good card in the top end of a deck like this. I think it should be okay. I played a single practice match and won, so we'll see if my luck continues. If not, that's okay. I have one more Rhino deck that I'll probably talk about in my next video. So Rhino is making me brute, which is weird because this is just a good card. But yeah, I've got a couple ideas still. So that's for later. For now, let's try to Tracker, Siege Rhino, Elder Gargaroth our way to victory. All right, getting into our first match here. Yeah, this hand looks good to me. Keep. Turn 1, Swamp Thoughtseize. What you got going over there? Mono Black Golos? Alright, we'll take Golos. Then they can cling to cycle, sure. Cast Tenacious Underdog here. They drew a kill spell. Okay. It's a little annoying. I was going to have this block the Graveyard Trespasser. That's fine. It's a little annoying, but it's fine. Just go Temple Garden tapped and pass. It's unfortunate that this turns into the backside, but there's nothing I could really do about that. Yep. Hit me for 4. All Assassin's Trophy. The follow-up. But the follow-up's just another 4/4. I think I still do Assassin's Trophy one of these things. Discard Overgrown Tomb. And then Yasharn can block the other one. We'll fetch with Fabled Passage here. Get Swamp. So now Yasharn can get... Honestly, I'm just going to get Forest here. So that this Fabled Passage still has a land to get. Because the Tireless Tracker and then Crack would be pretty good. Alright, our opponent's draw has been much better this game than our draw has been. And we'll probably lose because of it. I thought we were in a really good spot when I saw their opening hand. Now, not so much. Gotta kill this with my inefficient removal spell. Gotta see if they have anything that can kill me right now. A couple of Heroes Downfalls. Okay, but then this can get back a creature. Oh, they have Hive. Sure. Good. So I don't think Graveyard Trespasser's all that good against us. I think we got a little unlucky. We'll bring in our Kalitases. Do I want Go Blank here? Kind of. Kalitas over Yasharn, I think, is a pretty easy decision. Meat hooks don't do too much, so maybe I'll trim the meat hooks for the Go Blanks. Yeah, that seems fine. Do I want Duress or this extra Elder Gargaroth? I feel like the extra Gargaroth is a good idea. I'll trim a Fatal Push. I can't really explain why I like the idea of the extra Gargaroth. It just seems good to me. Yeah, I mean, I keep this hand. Thought sees you. Go Blank, Sorin, push. I take the Go Blank and deal with the Sorin later. I'll just go Castle here and pass. They're gonna cycle their Cling to Dust. Yep, Soul God Lantern, that's fine. They'll probably crack it to draw a card on their turn. Lots of lands again, but we have the castle at least this time to keep us in the game. Our opponent didn't have any other lands. Yeah, they did find a land. Okay, we get to slam Siege Rhino here. Let's go Shock Temple Garden Siege Rhino. Siege Rhino was a good draw. Looks like they have a kill spell for it, though. Oh, they don't. Cool. And their plays just land Sorin. Okay, that's good for me.
I take no joy in the slaughter, but it's necessary.
They drew a castle.
For knowledge, a fair trade.
Skoos can eat their Cling to Dust. I could also just slam Elder Gargaroth. I think I'm just slamming Gargaroth here.
These wounds will last.
Holding Fatal Push plus the Fabled Passage so that I can get a bigger creature if I need to. Okay, drew another land with Sorin. Sorin's been very kind to our opponent. They have the Hero's Downfall to take care of my Gargaroth, but that means they're not killing my Siege Rhino. Alright. Siege Rhino kills Sorin.
Balance may never be restored now.
And then play Scavenging Ooze. And pass. They could just push the Ooze. I think I'm just going to let this happen. I don't think it's worth eating the Cling to Dust necessarily. Do I eat the Cling to Dust or do I keep my castle up? I think I'd rather castle this turn than eat their Cling to Dust, so. I can fetch my second swamp with the Fabled Passage and then draw a card with castle. Yeah, that's pretty good. What? I didn't know there was maintenance today. Okay, there's one of my trackers. So we'll play this. Play this. Pass the turn. Go blank. Sure. They just made my castle cost less. Joke's on you, opponent. Soren goes up, sure. They've only drawn lands with Soren. That's impressive. My deck was like, oh, I heard you wanted lands. I'll cycle this, see what I can find. Found a Kalitas. Okay.
Your transgression has not gone unnoticed.
Alright. They found an they've drawn 4 lands off of Soren, which is just... It's very good when the rest of their hand is spells, probably. Let's see, I'll play the land, draw with castle. Cool. Attack Soren. They are activating their land. Cool. And they didn't float mana, so they don't have a fatal push. They get to kill Soren. And I'll probably crack the clue at the end of the turn. Yeah. They have Field of Ruin. They can take my castle. There's Tireless Tracker. Tireless Tracker doesn't do much when I don't have any lands to play. Do I get my forest now or do I wait because I still have 2 Fable Passages? I honestly think it's better to wait. I don't think I need a land right now. Okay. Here's this. I'm dead to another Invoke Despair if they find a third. But I have a little bit of breathing room now also. I do think their deck is better set up to grind than mine. Yep, there's the third Soren.
I take no joy in the slaughter.
And they find Invoke Despair here. No, Fatal Push. Okay.
My ways are not for the weak.
Yeah, all thought sees you. Oh, they're on all lands. Interesting. Okay, I'll attack Soren.
Your blood will be mine.
But they can Takenuma. Don't have any creatures though, so they just get back another Soren. Or they cling to dust to draw a card. Okay. Did they find another Invoke Despair? Yes, they did. Okay, well, just dead to that. That's unfortunate. Let's try out another match. Knowing seeing their deck a little bit more and knowing their stuff, I should have brought the dresses in and trimmed some more on my creature removal. But I hadn't seen enough to know exactly what version of mono black stuff they were. It's a little unfortunate, but that's how it goes. Alright. Match 2 here with our Abzan mid-range deck. Trying out Tireless Tracker and Rhino. And we lost to a black Invoke Despair deck in the first match. Let's see if we can have a better time in this match. Yeah, his hand looks good. Overgrown Tomb tapped on 1, Forest on 2, Humans. Okay. I think we've got good tools for Humans. I think this hand lines up pretty good too. We can kill their 2-drop. Briarbridge Tracker on 3, and then Tireless Tracker on 4. Yep. So I could just play Tenacious Underdog as a blocker and hold the Assassin's Trophy. I actually think that's what I'm going to do. I don't expect Humans to have that much removal, so I think just playing on the board is going to be that much better. Yep. So now if they attack, I'll block. I'll block the Lieutenant if I get the chance to. No blocks, huh? I'm still making this play, I think. Briarbridge Tracker's a 4/3 now. It can block the Lieutenant if they play another human. There's Thalia, sure. This blocks that. Cool, there's a removal spell. I'm wondering if I go Tireless Tracker plus a land here, or if I hold up a removal spell. Tireless Tracker doesn't really help my board too much right now, so I'm going to hold off on the Tireless Tracker and just pass. Thalia is attacking. I can block and then kill General Kudrow. This turns Thalia into a 2/1. Sure, that's fine. So they made the attack because they had the backup Thalia? Sure, that makes sense. Land's the best draw in my deck by a lot. Here's Elder Gargaroth. Opponent's going to have a tough time beating Elder Garg here. The big G. And then I'd love to draw one more land on my next turn. So I can Tireless Tracker, play a land, and hold up Assassin's Trophy. But if I don't draw a land, I can still at least Assassin's Trophy plus crack a clue. So that would also be fine. Charming Prince, sure. Probably just Scry 2. I would guess. I don't really want to blink anything right now. Like, you would blink a Thalia's Lieutenant if it wasn't the big thing. I guess they could blink Thalia to get another trigger on the Lieutenant. Yeah, maybe that would have been in play. Then it's a 6/6. It comes in play at the end of the turn. Never mind. One top, one bottom. I can Assassin's Trophy on my turn to make them shuffle. It's kind of funny. Kill the Lieutenant, attack with Garg. Very happy to trade Garg for their board. But our opponent's having a good long think about what to do here. I think our our play is pretty straightforward. So just see what our opponent comes up with, and we'll make a play when it's our turn. I wonder if they disconnected for real now. It's impossible to know. Garg is going to attack, and as much as I want to draw a card, I don't think I need to draw more cards right now. So I think I'll just make a 3/3 with Big G here. Oh, come on, opponent, come back. This is really cool. Nope, they left. Okay. Kalitas is good here. Better than Yasharn for sure. Though, that being said, Yasharn turns off General Kudro's ability, which is kind of cute. I don't want too many 4-drops, though. I have so many good cards here. I think I want Meathook Massacres. I don't think I want Thoughtseize. Noxious Grasp is very efficient. I think I'll go up an Elder Gargoth, down a Tireless Tracker. Scavenging Ooze isn't like particularly good, but it's gonna eat up a bunch of stuff. It's gonna have plenty to eat. Plenty of food for Skoos. So I'll bring in a third. And do I want Yasharn? Maybe I'll go a Yasharn over the third Gargaroth. Let's give that a shot. And we're going to wait here until our opponent comes back. I'll cut to the game here. Well, our opponent decided not to show up, and we won the match, I guess. Alright. That last match was silly because our opponent left, so we're going to try to squeeze one more match in here. Gotta love Magic. This is better. I think I put the Rhino back. Just rely on Tireless Tracker to get us there. Let's see. I'll go Deathclamp Glade on one. So I can Thoughtseize on two. Joke's on me, I'm getting Thoughtseized. Are they thought seizing my thought seize? It's an option. And that's what they did. Okay. Now, unfortunately, I'd like to keep these Fabled Passages around for when I actually play Tireless Tracker, but I don't know if I'll be able to pull that off. Yeah, sure. Take my cards. So I'll fetch with Fabled Passage here. Go get... Doesn't really matter. Get green. I was going to say, a land here is obviously a great draw, so I'm glad I drew it. Play my thing, investigate. Now I'm in the game at least. I've got a creature. I've got a card to draw. They have Graveyard Trespasser, which is annoying. It's a free attack for 4, basically. Then I'll play my Fabled Passage. I would like to hold the Fabled Passage for a Fatal Push or something. Chandra, sure. Chandra ticks down. Yeah. Then I think I've got to kill this. And fetch with this. I don't need white anymore, so I'll go get Swamp now. Crack my clue. I've got 2 cards. I hope they're good. Okay, those were fine cards to draw. Those were good Magic the Gathering cards. Make mana with Chandra. Are they playing Tibalt here? That would make sense. Nope. Okay, still being pretty efficient though. Okay, so I can kill their thing. I think I'd like to draw a card first and just see what I find. If I find a land, then I can still kill their thing. Wrong land, but that's fine. Looks like they're gonna loot their card away. I'm a little bummed. I won't be able to kill the Den of the Bugbear. Oh, but they're not attacking with it. Okay, that's good for me. Ooh. Can I draw Mihik Massacre one time? Nope. I think I'm just passing. Unfortunately. Gotta pass. I'm gonna take 2 here. They're gonna just attack. No Den of the Bugbear. Okay. Cycle this. I can't play Elder Gargaroth and hold up Power Word Kill, so I'm dead. I really don't know why the music keeps turning off. If I have it on. I want Duress. I want Go Blank. I think I'd rather have Kalitas than Yasharn. Do I want Knight of Autumn? No. Do I want Scavenging Ooze? Scavenging Ooze is awkward because it dies to Bloodchief's Thirst. And then what? Meathook Massacre was going to be good there in particular, but I don't think it's great for the course of the matchup. I do think I want another Elder Gargaroth, so then I need 2 more cuts. Couple Fatal Pushes, maybe? That looks okay. Let's see. I think attacking their hand is better than attacking the battlefield because I think my creatures will be able to handle stuff on the battlefield. So awkward. Yeah, I've got a mulligan. Keep this, put back one of these, fetch Swamp on one. But this is not good. That's how Magic goes sometimes. Get Swamp. Thought sees you. Murderous Rider, Kalitas, Bone Crusher, Chandra. I take Chandra here. I can deal with everything else. Second Thought Sees. They might stomp me in response. And they do. I'll definitely take the Graveyard Trespasser here. I'm not worried about the Kalitas because I can kill it pretty easily. But I really need to draw running lands. I need to draw like a Fabled Passage this turn to turn on a Fatal Push for the Bone Crusher Giant that's coming. And then I need just like untapped lands from there. Yeah, it's not gonna do it. We're gonna lose this match because I mulliganed a bunch against a Thoughtseize deck. I guess I kill this because regardless, I need to draw a Fabled Passage or a green source to deal with Kalitas, or to deal with one of the threats, right? So like it doesn't matter which threat I deal with. I might as well keep my life total high while I can for now. But okay, found the Fabled Passage. We'll go ahead and crack it now. Get a forest and push Kalitas. Okay, we are staying alive. We got 2 more removal spells in hand. Elder Gargaroth is going to die to the Murderous Rider, which is not great, but that's what we're looking at right now. Your move. Come on, any land. Any land is untapped at this point. I'll push this. It must be nice to draw to draw good cards. Oh my goodness. Go to your upkeep. Actually, go to your draw step, and then Assassin's Trophy this. No, we're just dead to the Den of the Bugbear, right? Like, I have decent cards to come back, but I don't think I can beat Den of the Bugbear from this point. Oh, Magic. This game is terrible sometimes. Well, after playing this deck for about 40 minutes or so, I don't think we're able to say one way or the other how great this deck is. The first match we got taken apart by a mono black deck, and I sideboarded a little bit incorrectly. I hadn't seen the Invoke Despairs yet, so I left the Duresses in the sideboard. In game 2 or in match 2, we played against humans, which I think would have been a great matchup, and our opponent decided they didn't want to play anymore and conceded after the first game. And then in the third match, I mulliganed twice and couldn't find the fourth land to play my Siege Rhinos to get back into the game. Instead, I just drew both of my Elder Gargaroths. That's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. I think you need to play more with this deck to know if it's reasonable or not. It's probably not super reasonable, but I do think that Siege Rhino is a good card to play if you're playing cards like Thoughtseize and Overgrown Tomb and Temple Garden. Gets you some life back, stabilizes the board, and can help you on your way, but this might not be the best build for it. But I'm going to keep trying Siege Rhino in mid-range shells like this, see if I can find a better fit potentially. And I'll see if my 26 land deck can actually draw some lands next time. That is going to be it for me for today. I hope you enjoyed watching me struggle with this mid-range deck. I really appreciate your time, and I will catch you next time.